Today I'm at Roundtable Recording Company in Indianapolis, so let's go check out my Yamaha drums. These are Yamaha's Absolute Maple Hybrid drums in gold sparkle. I chose this finish because it kind of has that vintage look, and under the lights they look amazing. The sizes I'm playing are a little unconventional. The snare drum is a 6x14. That is the standard size that comes with Maple Hybrid kits. And then the toms, I'm playing an 8x7, a 10x7, and the floor tom is a 14x13, I believe. And then the kick is a little bit smaller. It's an 18-inch kick. Now I've chosen these sizes specifically for a couple of reasons. One, I travel a lot and I need a small kit that I can load in and load out really quickly and have no compromise on the sound quality. Two, I prefer a lot of contrast in my drum sounds. So a lot of people typically will play a 20 or 22 inch kick, 10, 12, 14 on the toms, but I've never really been a fan of the 12-inch drum sound. I prefer more contrast between my high tom and my low, and so this 8-inch tom gives me that contrast. Shell construction on these drums is pretty interesting. 3 plies of maple, 1 ply of Wenge, which is an African hardwood, and then 3 more plies of maple. The bearing edges on the toms are cut at 45 degrees. The kick drum, though, is a little bit different. There are 9 plies, so 4 plies of maple, 1 ply of Wenge, and another 4 plies of maple. And then the bearing edges on the kick are 30 degrees. Normally, I play Remo coated ambassador heads almost all the time. I find that they're great for jazz, country, even rock. When I received this kit, these are the factory heads that came with them. But I thought just for the heck of it, I would try these heads and see how they sound. And they sound amazing. So I left the heads on here and I've been recording with them and playing with them live, and I just absolutely love them. So maybe I'll stick with them, maybe I'll go back to the coated heads, we'll find out. Over the years of my career, I've been privileged to play or own drums from almost every major drum manufacturer out there. During that time, I can remember 3 distinct times when I was playing on Yamaha gear whether it was backline provided or whatever, that made such an impression on me that I just never forgot it. And for musicians, finding that sound, when you do find that sound, is just something amazing, and it's something that you always strive for, I suppose, when you find an instrument that just sounds so good. So I remember, maybe it was like 15 years ago, I was doing a recording, and the snare drum was borrowed from a backline company, and it was a Yamaha Birch Custom Absolute, I think I have the name right on that. It was a 14x4 piccolo snare drum, so very, very thin, but the sound was amazing. And that has been a sound that I've been looking for ever since I heard it. And by that I mean I've been trying to find one of these drums and purchase it forever, but Yamaha doesn't make them anymore. So if there's anyone out there that has one of these drums and you want to sell it, yeah, you contact me. That'd be great. Anyway, you can hear this snare drum on a couple of recordings that I have out there. Look up Waiting for Cake and Grade F But Edible. Those were on an EP that I released years ago. The snare sound is just phenomenal. So that was one instance that stuck in my mind. Another time, my band Axon Radio recorded a radio single with Michael Linkton, and I borrowed a Yamaha kit from a friend of mine who's in the business. And to this day, that recording, to me, has the perfect drum sound and mix. Those drums just fit in that mix so perfectly that every time I hear that recording, I think to myself, I wish I had that sound every single time. So that was a major factor for me. And then the third factor was, through the years, whenever I would play live, if there was backline provided and it was Yamaha kit, I always noticed that the Yamaha kick drums were different. I don't exactly know what it is. Obviously, it's the engineering, or maybe the wood combinations or whatever. But there's just always so much low end and so much attack and so much presence. Whether the drum is mic'd or not mic'd, I can always hear it right in front of me perfectly and beautifully. And that has always been a sound that I've wanted to achieve no matter what. So, the problem that I had before playing some of these other companies is that the consistency wasn't there. So maybe the kick drum sounded good in the studio, but when I was playing live and I had the drum right in front of my face, it didn't sound as good on stage or outside if it was a festival gig or something like that. But with the Yamaha kicks, the consistency every place I go has just stuck with me over the years. And so I started putting all these things together, and it just dawned on me, hey, maybe I should just play Yamaha drums. That way I can have the sound that I want everywhere I go, and the consistency, and I'm never going to have to worry about it. I know it's going to sound great. The sound guy will be able to make it sound great. It's going to sound awesome in front of my face, sound great in my ears. And so that's what I did. I finally switched over to Yamaha with the Absolute Maple Hybrids, and I've been thrilled ever since.